Yo. Pause, bruh.
Pause is a thing again.
Ugh.
Maybe it never stopped.
I don't think it actually ever did stop.
But I can hold.
I don't think it ever stopped.
I guess. I don't know. But is it having a wider resurgence?
So I feel like Cameron has been saying that the whole time.
There are some people who never stopped.
Yeah.
There are some who never stopped, for sure.
Cameron's one of them.
Have you heard any? Yeah, I think so. Have you heard any pauses where you didn't expect them?
Not when I'm like hanging out with people, no.
In media?
Media? I feel like it maybe has died down a little bit, but
Not like
it's hit pause.
Come back.
Like,
have you ever heard someone say pause, like in a video?
Actually, I don't know. It's probably been like
Maybe you haven't. That's fine.
a couple months since I've heard pause. Yo, pause.
Yeah.
What did Cameron? I was straight up fucking a man.
Yeah.
How?
I'm fucking a grown man right now.
I'm fucking a grown man right now.
Pause is essential.
Pause.
It's kind of funny.
No, it is.
It is kind of funny, but he takes it to an extreme. Like whenever they end up having to say it like all the time. Because whenever he's just like, "Oh yeah, I was carrying a load or something," it's like, all right, you have to pause that. And it's like you don't really like you end up having to say it for
I'm
anything.
carrying a heavy load on my shoulders. Pause.
Like, yeah, like if they're like, I don't know, like I picked up this log. You have to say pause. I don't know. Yeah. Or like I'm coming. Like whenever they like say coming of some kind.
I'm coming right now. Pause.
Like you always have to pause come or something. And it's like you end up having to say pause for a lot.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
Pause.
Well, I've seen some they're talking and they paused stuff and I didn't even know what got paused.
Yeah.
Like, where was the pause?
Well, the thing with the Cameron thing where he's like, I'm fucking a grown man right now, and then he kept talking.
He forgot to pause it.
Yeah, but I just didn't...
He slipped up. He
did slip up, but I just didn't see, like, where they could have put a comma in what he was saying. I was like, wait.
You're not tapped into the pause game.
I'm not.
Because the more you tap in, the more you have to be aware.
Like, if he said, I'm a fucking grown man...
Yeah, I think that's what he meant to say.
But I'm fucking a grown man. I remember one time I low-key... Before pause became a thing, I was probably, like, 11 or 12. Or maybe 13, and it was, like, the first time I had, like, a phone. And then, like, I was supposed to hang out with people, but, like, I, for some reason, like, couldn't right away. And they're like, oh, we're already doing this thing. So I typed... fucking a comma man, but I didn't put the comma, so it was just fucking a man. Fucking a man.
Oh, it happened to you too.
I low-key got paused, but they're just like haha,
did
gay.
They clown you?
And I was like, no, I'm not gay.
Because then they can go around and say like, bro, you know what Al said?
Bro,
you know what Al literally said to us verbatim?
Al said he couldn't hang out with us because they were fucking a man.
I mean, that's just what Al said.
And
then you can't do anything.
I got the receipts.
Literally did.
Pause. I got paused.
Now, had you paused it, it would have been a different situation.
No, I just got really red-faced and sad. That was in my, like, Modern Warfare 2 days where I'd, like... I don't know why I'm going to say this. I would get so mad playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Mm-hmm. And, when I would get so mad, I would get this feeling in my penis. Mm-hmm. And I would just, like, press super hard.
Yo, I did that.
Dude.
When I was gaming as a kid.
Why would...
I did that,
What
bro.
was that? Okay, thank God.
Yo, literally, that's crazy. Because literally...
I felt so much shame.
That, bro.
And then I would say that to people and they'd be like, what?
Yo,
no one has ever said, I did that too.
That's crazy. I don't know. Because even when I did it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, literally,
I don't know
I'd be
why
red-faced. I would cry. Sometimes I cried playing Call of Duty, and I was just like,
it's just because you wanna. It's because you wanna. your rage has to go somewhere, and you want to inflict it on yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
That's crazy. That's so funny. Yeah, I literally did that.
That's so wild, bro.
I literally did that. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny.
Dude, we need to psychoanalyze that. Next therapy
You
session.
know what? I bet other people did that, but I guess you asked. No one else was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've never heard a, yeah, me too. Never.
I would just be doing bad or something.
Maybe like
ah!
Maybe we're brave for saying it, and like maybe more people will come out and like.
This is the beginning.
Yeah, this is the beginning of like releasing our own shame, like healing our inner child.
I think so.
Because maybe I did tell people, and they're like, "Whoa, bro, that's crazy," but they just had so much shame that they like didn't feel like they could speak up.
It's possible.
But we're just kind of being brave right now.
I'm brave.
I'm so fucking brave right now. Oh, dude, I love being brave.
It feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It actually does.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know.
Yo, you should have paused that. Like earlier.
Feels good. Pause.
No, you should have paused the grabbing your dick story when you're mad, when gaming, but specifically only when gaming. You know.
Yeah. So
but you should have paused that.
I paused. Rewind. Rewind. Pause.
It's okay. We're just beginning our pause journey.
Pause. Yeah. Do you remember when you had started saying bro?
Not really.
I've
always said it.
I remember like saying it, and then like I would say it ironically, and like I don't like I just remember it having like such a like ripple effect in my friend group.
Really?
Where like it was really funny and we kept saying it, and then we couldn't stop saying it, and it became unironic.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was probably like 14 or 15, and that's when I remember I had like a pair of joggers, and like I would like make fun of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I definitely I hated on Justin. Now I like Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber's actually, yeah. I've been seeing videos of him where he looks like a construction worker, and he just like looks so mad.
Bro, yeah, kind of same. Like literally, like the past couple years, I would just, because he's not really doing anything, but I would just see a photo of him or something where he looks like a little bit out of sorts, and I was like, and I'm like, you know what? He's actually, something about him is chill.
Yeah, his aesthetic is kind of like blue collar tweaker-esque.
Yeah, and I don't know, he's just hanging out.
Yeah, and then like, isn't like Hailey Bieber like super Christian or something?
I have no idea. I could see that though. Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, maybe he's just reeling from the Diddy parties.
That's actually very real, dude. Is because if you've seen the clips of him talking to Diddy, it's like, yeah, dude, he got touched.
Oh yeah, dude, he got pause.
Pause.
Wait, no, is that?
I can't start saying pause for real. I mean, maybe I could, but I feel like it would get.
It might get annoying.
I don't know. Maybe. But if you've seen those videos, dude, he got touched.
Yeah. 100%.
And it's really sad, actually.
Yeah. It's actually very sad because, like...
it's disturbing watching those videos.
Bro, okay, so...
And so I do feel really bad for him.
Well, now that
we're
talking...
he's talented.
He is talented. Baby. Baby.
He's talented. I think... I don't know.
No, look... Yeah, he's hella talented.
So...
You seen the YouTube videos?
Of what?
When he, like, first got started, he had, like, the acoustic guitar, and he was, like, singing his songs.
Yup. He's talented.
Classic, dude. That's, like...
Prodigy.
Vintage YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Prodigy.
That's a prodigy.
What? Okay. I'm curious, like, if he makes a comeback to music. Like, I don't know what his last album was like, but what if he doesn't make pop music anymore, and he just, like...
What if he does, as like we were talking... That would be fucking awesome.
That would actually be so sick if he became.
You know
like,
what would be
hardcore?
the worst way for that to happen is, as we were talking about, like there's sort of like the rapper to weird country artist pipeline.
Yeah.
You know what would be sad is if he did that. Machine Gun Kelly kind of did that.
Machine Gun Kelly did like
But it's not necessarily country, but like rock. I don't actually
he did
don't
like
know.
he did like that like drill. He was like in the era of like early like not early Chief Keef, but he was in that same era of like Chief Keef and like 2 Chainz. I felt like he had a song with 2 Chainz.
Probably.
But here's where I actually think that if I were to bet money on a prediction for Justin Bieber.
Yeah, what will he do with the rest of his life?
I don't think he's going to do pop music for the rest of his life. I feel like he might kind of turn a corner where he does like low-key like folk singer-songwriter type shit.
I kind of felt like I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the natural progression.
But it's actually really good.
I feel like it actually might be good.
Like, he makes a comeback in that way, but like instead of it feeling like cheap, it's actually just good. Mm-hmm. I could totally see that. That'd be awesome.
I would actually be so here for it. Yeah. And then I don't know what else could be kind of like the context of the singer-songwriter turn for Justin Bieber, like what the content of the songs could be. I don't know. Like
does he expose the music industry?
Could he expose?
He like goes to war with the music industry.
Well,
he like starts releasing it on its own. He's just like, all right, guys. He goes on Instagram Live and he's like, I just made this song.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Hollywood, guys. Mm-hmm. I'm not making an album right now, but I'm a fucking artist.
Yeah.
And so I'm sharing this with you right now. And so then like, bro, he like wages a war against the music industry.
He goes back to his roots
by himself
of YouTube.
On YouTube.
Him and his acoustic guitar on a couch.
Just one man against millions.
I see that, dude. I see him making full circle and then talking about some real shit. Like, I feel like a lot of his music, granted I haven't listened to a lot of it, but like the big hits are just like kind of like relationship anthems.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I need him to talk about like some real ass shit. And I feel like he's got it in him.
What if he's been honing these skills?
Yeah, he's
in his hiatus.
He's kind of like doing an Andre 3000 where you're like working on music but you're not releasing stuff and you're just like, I'm just having fun.
Mm-hmm. And it's like cryptic.
What if actually Justin Bieber comes out with like an ambient album like Andre 3000?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I'd be here for that too.
He should do something.
I think he does.
Because he was low-key, he was like at the center of a whole moment.
He really was.
So like you got the clout.
Yeah.
Do something with it.
Literally. Bro.
But he's just burnt out and he's probably just like, I had a horrible experience with all of this.
He could be in like trauma therapy, like doing some EMDR.
Just
with all that money, like hopefully. Like I hope he's like healing.
What if instead of healing, he takes the energy and the animosity and points it towards his enemies?
He like funds the attorney that's like going against Diddy.
Go to war. I don't know. Just come back.
Yeah.
Just come back.
This is our plea to Justin Bieber to come back, please.
But I was like when I was a kid, just hate like I don't know. I just felt like I had to hate on him, and also because people were like, "You've Justin Bieber hair."
Bro, okay. The reason why I hated Justin Bieber partly is because I always wanted the Justin Bieber hair. Because I couldn't have it. I had curly hair. I had such animosity towards my curly hair.
Yeah.
And I tried to battle it for so long to the point where eventually I came around. I'm like, no, you need to embrace the curls.
This hair is cool.
It is cool. People want curly hair. But, you know, I went to high school in peak Justin Bieber hair.
Everyone had that.
Yeah. And
why was that I didn't ask for haircuts. That's just what they gave me. Like, I was a kid. And for some reason, like, they just gave me that. But everyone else was doing it, I guess. That's weird.
Yeah, it was such a big thing at my high school.
Yeah, but then people were like, you just Bieber hair.
Well, I don't know if you had it, but in California, they had the era of the pretty boy.
I don't know. What is that?
The pretty boy era was lit, dude. Shout out to the pretty boys. Skinny-ass jeans.
Yeah.
Really long, and then they would cut the sides, right? So they would go, like, kind of like duck mouth over, like Vans old schools.
That's crazy.
And then they would wear like flannel vest, and then like maybe a hoodie under. And then have you heard of the Edgar cut?
Yeah.
They'd have like the Edgar cut with like a slit in the eyebrow, and then maybe like a nose piercing that was like a diamond, and then they would also wear a rosary. It was
this is very specific.
It was very specific to my high school, and it was also like a very like Hispanic culture, like 2010s kind of era. But I was like, damn, they were the it girls of my high school, like the pretty
awesome?
boy. They were awesome. Like, shout out to all the pretty boys, Mayfair High School, like from fucking 2010 to 2015. Like,
absolutely,
y'all were the moment. They literally were the moment.
Yo,
dude.
How long do you think until pants will get skinny again?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
But what if you had to guess?
Next 2 years.
Yeah.
2025 is the transition year. 2026
it begins.
It begins. It's like still kind of like bubbling, but it's starting to breach from the underground. And then 2027 it's going to be in full effect.
Mm.
That's my
in
guess.
Underground, but are you seeing it anywhere? Let's lead the charge.
Well, okay.
I don't want to wear skinny pants though.
No, I want a pair of skinny jeans though. See, that's my sense. I'm like, oh,
you should do it.
Dude, I'm trying to find a pair, but like,
that'd be awesome.
I actually don't have money, so I'm like, fuck, I need a pair of skinny jeans. Like Levi's 511s. You remember those?
I mean, I didn't wear skinny pants.
Okay, the 511s were like, they weren't like skinny, skin tight, but they were like skinnier. They were like a skinnier fit. I loved Levi's 511s, so I need me a pair of Levi's 511s.
Lead the charge.
I'm gonna lead the charge, dude, because, well, okay, here's another thing that I've been, like, tripping on, because I was like, oh, dude, I feel like I'm having, like, a identity crisis. My therapist was like, actually, it sounds like you're just struggling with your value, like, your sense of value. I was like, damn, you got me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but anyways, like, I'm still, like, trying to switch up my swag a little bit, and also I've been trying to tell myself, I'm like, no, actually, like, your clothes don't really, like, matter. So I've been telling myself, my personality is my outfit. Mm. I'm like, damn.
Okay.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, how can I... Because I've been listening to all this angsty-ass music lately. And I'm like, how can I, like, wear this on my sleeve? I'm like, well, I need, like, you know, more black clothes. I need skinny jeans. I need, like, a pair of Converse. Longer hair, but I'm like, wait, actually that shit's so like surface level and doesn't really matter. Like once people get to know me, like I don't need that shit to like really I don't need to project that out into the world. I can just like be that internally, because that's really what matters on a soul level.
Man, I've kind of been thinking similar things.
Period, bro.
But that's very true. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Identity. I've had identity questions too.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be more me.
Exactly.
That was what I thought I should do.
My roommate has this cup. It says "World's Best Me."
Mm.
You just got to be the world's best you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't waste time being someone else.
Exactly.
Because you never will be.
No.
You're just gonna be you, so be the best.
Yo, listeners, listen up.
Don't know if you've ever heard this, but if you haven't, you do now.
See, that kind of like rhetoric is also making a comeback. Like, I feel like, so there's like the theory where like trends repeat themselves every 20 years. Well, with the internet, like it feels like everything has like sped up. So maybe it's like 10 years. So like in my mind I've been like, oh, what was going on in 2015? And 2015 is when I graduated high school, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. I was like, what the fuck was I doing then? But yeah, 2015 was a year. Like, year of our Lord and Savior, 2015, like, was...
It was a good year.
2015 to 2016 was kind of like...
Yeah.
But also I had like some crazy shit happen that I honestly don't even remember, but I just remember being like depressed and confused. But like, compared to now, in the past 5 years, like, that shit was nothing.
Yeah, probably was. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even remember.
Yeah, dude, I'd be forgetting stuff.
Yo, yeah.
But
Same.
I kind of don't care.
Lucky.
Just fuck it.
I remember, dude, when I would, like, smoke weed every day.
I hear, babe.
Yeah. It's so crazy, like, it's also so annoying. Anytime someone's like, yo, I'm so high right now, it's, like, so annoying. But that was, like, me. But also,
Yeah.
I was
Sometimes you just gotta make an announcement.
True. But, no, literally, like, I was a social experiment, I feel like.
You were?
Yeah, because, like, all my friends were older, because I became friends with, like, my brother's friends at the skate park, who, you know, my brother's, like, 7 years older than me. So I, like, became friends with them, and my brother stopped skating, but I started skating. And then at the skate park, he would just, like, smoke weed. And then after the skate park, he would go to the homie's house and smoke more weed and, like, drink. And then sometimes I'd show up to my friend's house and then be like, yo, Al, like, hit this.
Yeah.
And we would always smoke, like, gravity bongs. Have you ever had one of those? They'd be like, yo, we got moon rocks.
Mhm.
And they'd put moon rocks in the gravity bong. As soon as I got there, I'd hit it. And then, like, 10 minutes later, I'd be, like, shaking and, like, catatonic. They'd be like, bro, are you okay? I'd be like, yeah, I'm just, like, really high.
But you're just like, you just did it because you just did.
Yeah, because I was
you're just like, okay.
I was like, I just want to be cool or something. Or, like, I just want to fit in.
Bro,
I don't know what it was.
That was cool of you.
It was
when
pretty
you-
cool of me.
when you
Like,
hit
I battled demons, like, in front of my friends.
Yeah. It sounds
So-
like you really did.
Yeah, I battled a lot of demons.
It's good.
But
Okay.
I came out on the other side.
Pause.
You got me, bro. Oh, god damn it.
No, I think, no, when you say it, you're supposed to do the pause. Or, I don't know. I don't know the etiquette.
If the person doesn't catch the pause after they say
You go,
then,
yo,
then you
that
gotta
was
say
crazy.
pause. You gotta say pause.
Pause it for
Like
you.
Cameron. Cameron didn't catch the...
You can't
fucking
catch
a grown
all.
man
You can't
right now.
catch all of them.
No.
But that's okay.
Cameron.
That's what makes it fun.
Wait, did you see the video of Cameron on, like, CNN? And they're, like, trying to interview him about Diddy? He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. and then he started promoting his, like...
Yeah, he was like,
His
I don't.
friend,
He was
or-
just
I don't know
like,
what it
fuck
was.
this interview. I'm just gonna. They're just asking me. He's like, why'd you have me on just to ask me about Diddy? Fuck this. Which I'm like, okay.
He's like, I'm not Diddy. I don't fucking know.
But I figure a reason probably a lot of like his crimes went unreported on is because people were like, you know, they're like, I can't snitch on anything.
Yeah, because Diddy
So.
had, like, such a rap on the music industry, which I never really understood. Like, I never listened to, like, P. Diddy music ever.
Yeah, that's the thing is also he never really he leeched off other artists.
Yeah.
And he would just like appear. He would be like, yeah, yeah, like in Big Pimp, like you know Big Pimpin' by Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
He's just in the background. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, I don't want to listen to that song because like, can you go away? But throughout the whole song,
Yeah.
he's like, yup, mm-hmm, yeah. And it's like
True.
you're not contributing much.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we kind of got off topic. We wanted to, on this podcast, we wanted to talk about the Grammys.
Let's dive into the Grammys.
So we've talked about a couple musical artists: Diddy, Cameron, Justin Biebs.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the notes that I have written, Jay-Z was there. In parentheses, no Diddy.
Jay-Z was there.
Have you? There was the Jay-Z allegations.
Yeah, dude. Like, so on YouTube, there'll be a ton of like video documentaries or what do they call that? Video essay on Diddy. And I'm just like, I don't want to watch this. Just
No, I
'cause don't
hate
wanna,
watching that shit.
I don't want to watch all these like gross things. However, I will watch stuff about Jay-Z. So I've been like digging into the Jay-Z career.
Yeah.
But I don't know. A lot of artists don't like him for various reasons, or I don't know. They're just like I got snubbed by Jay-Z, and Jay-Z treated me badly.
Yeah.
In these sort of things, but maybe I'm wondering if he'll be able to hold on to his empire, or will he
Jay-Z?
come crashing down? Yes.
Well, I don't know. Like, there was the allegations towards him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, this is fucking fake.
Yeah.
But I don't trust anyone in, like,
I don't know.
upper echelon. I don't.
No. There's no reason to.
I don't trust them.
But if you look into the history of his life,
yeah,
there's instances of him being involved with minors, that sort of thing.
Didn't he like marry Beyonce when she was 16?
He met Beyonce when she was 16.
Case in point.
And then didn't. And then like years later, he was like, "Okay, we're dating now."
Yeah,
but
kind of like the Elvis effect.
I don't know what Elvis was doing.
I just know Elvis met Priscilla when she was like 14 working at a diner, and then he like went to war. But there was like weird tension for like years, and then maybe they got married when she was 18, but still like I think he was like 28 or something crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe 24. But that was like one of my later points that Jay-Z was there. Like Beyonce won album of the year and then country album of the year. But it got me thinking of when Beyonce came out, I think it was Lemonade, where she was talking about how Jay-Z cheated on her.
Of course he would.
Yes, bro.
That's not surprising.
And I was like, whoa, this is...
Well, here's the thing. It's like grooming.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I mean, he's responsible for a lot of her career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was always really talented, but then, like, he brought her, like, into his label and everything, and Rihanna. And a lot of other people. So, like, if you have that much, like, power and influence over another person's career, it's like, I don't know. She's, like, tied to him now.
Yeah.
Been that way for a long time, too.
Yeah.
So even if, I don't know, he cheats or whatever, it's like, she probably has a sense of loyalty because it's been ingrained for so long.
It's kind of like Bill and Hillary.
Probably, yeah.
Two strong women staying with their man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where else are they gonna go? They're seen as like a duo.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
they're like inseparable.
Yeah. Tied together.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, shout out to Beyonce. I listened to like some of Cowboy Carter when it came out. There's like the Willie Nelson track, which was like a nothing kind of interlude.
Yes.
16 Carriages was good as fuck.
I was watching music videos of Beyonce, like earlier ones.
Yeah.
Literally, I think yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is awesome.
No, Beyonce is actually so awesome.
I was like, wow.
Dude, that same era where I was a social experiment, like smoking weed, like there was the Beyonce self-titled album, and there was like one song on there. It was like the surfboard era of Beyonce where she's like, surfboard.
I don't even know.
Dude, okay, there was one song, I was obsessed with it. But yeah, shout out to Beyonce.
Very talented.
She has had the most Grammy nominations out of anyone. She had 99 Grammy nominations. 99 Grammy nominations. And has never won Album of the Year.
Really?
So, that's pretty awesome that she finally got it.
Never?
Never.
That's crazy, honestly.
And then I was talking to you about this on the phone before, like earlier today. Or, no, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Whatever. Where, like, she did a performance at, like, the Country Music Awards, and people were, like, hating on her. So I think the, like, lore is that she was like, okay, I'm going to come out with a fucking country album, because I'm from Texas, and she came out with a good-ass country album. And then I saw all these, like, white people being like, oh, for shame, like, how dare Beyonce win Country Music Album of the Year? But, like, who gives a fuck about, like, Chris Stapleton? Or, like, Casey Musgraves? Like, I don't know.
Like, so much country music just... it doesn't seem interesting, but I'm not really in that niche. So.
2024 was the year of country. Like, there was a lot of, like, twang in the air.
We were discussing this.
We were discussing this.
Yes. Teddy Swims?
Teddy Swims, bro.
I don't know if he doesn't do country, right? Or
I don't know if
he doesn't do country, right? Or
no, it was.
He does like.
What did it say? Like country mixed with like R&B, country twang
whatever.
with like.
It's just
R&B.
like you melt everything into one thing.
Shabuzi.
Yeah.
What was the Shabuzi lyric?
I don't remember. Something whiskey. Pour
another,
whiskey.
Another shot of whiskey.
I don't remember how it goes, but it's something like that.
Yeah, shout out to Shabuzi.
Yeah, sure. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Shabuzi. But yeah, you mentioned Teddy Swims, another person, Benson Boone. And then I wrote down a quote, maybe it's butchered, but you said this. They just making dudes up at this point.
That's how it feels.
I had never fucking heard of Teddy Swims or Benson Boone until yesterday.
Yeah. Did this did this guy perform?
Yes, dude. So
okay.
it was basically like all the like people that were nominated for like up and coming artist of the year, and then also Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars performed. Charlie performed as well, but I don't think she was considered to be like up and coming artists. Yeah. But the people that performed were, I think, Teddy Swims, maybe Benson Boone. I can't remember.
Oh, that guy did.
Benson Boone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he performed.
Yeah.
Who else? Charlie. Chapel Roan.
Okay.
Sabrina Carpenter. And then Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga.
Bruno, that guy's out. That guy's been around for a long time.
Bruno?
And you know what? We discussed celebrity drama things. You never hear anything about him. What's he ever doing? He just like releases a hit song.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And you don't know anything else about him.
I think I remember seeing something that he does like cocaine. Like,
okay.
About it. I can't remember where I saw that. I saw that like a couple years where he's like just like a cocaine addict or something.
That's minor.
Dude, okay, so we're talking about Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Lady Gaga, kind of normal now.
It's kind of how it seems, yeah.
She's just like kind of normal.
After she did that movie, A Star Is Born.
Yeah, and she just became
which I
normal.
never watched because I was like, what? This seems boring.
Yeah, with, what's that one guy's name?
Whatever that guy is. I feel
Bradley
like there's a
Cooper.
T. There
Bradley
isn't a
Cooper.
T. Yeah,
Bradley.
yeah.
And it was like a country movie.
This is where everything's pivoting. Country.
Oh, A Star Is Born is where it started.
Could have been.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't see that either. I didn't really care.
I know nothing about it. I mean, it looked boring, but...
Boring.
But maybe it's not. Maybe it's not to a certain demographic.
I heard it was mid.
Okay, so it's mid.
But
fuck it.
Hey,
but it was really big for some reason.
I don't want to dull anyone's sparkle.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's probably good to some people, you know. Maybe it's just not my cup of tea. But shout out to Star Is Born. But yeah, Lady Gaga kind of normal now. But shout out to her. She made like a statement for like trans rights. So shout out to that.
There you go.
But yeah, Bruno Mars has just been like a continuous character in like the music world.
He's just been there.
He's just been there, dude.
He's just been there for a long time.
And he's like gotten like more sexy. He's got this like mustache and this kind of like, I don't know, kind of like jazzy funk vibe now.
Has he not always had the jazzy funk vibe?
He has, but like it's
Uptown Funk. How long ago was that? Like 10 years.
True. But now it's like much more like refined and like professional. You know, it's like more Suits rather than like Aura.
Suits versus Aura.
Like the Aura remains, but now the Aura like is like
Aura's refined.
The Aura is like manifest in the clothes. Like he's much more, he's better dressed now, I feel like.
Probably.
But maybe that's just change in fashion.
I don't know. I don't keep tabs on Mr. Mars, you know.
And I feel like he didn't always have a mustache. So maybe it's
Probably
the mustache and like a change of glasses and then like a specific kind of hat. Like I think he's wearing a specific kind of hat more often.
Like the Pharrell hat? You know the Pharrell hat?
Yeah, but that like a little bit smaller.
Yeah, that one was known for being very big.
Pharrell.
Pharrell.
For real.
Yup.
Okay, the next thing I have.
What else you got?
Kanye and Bianca Censori.
See, I was thinking about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he's like parading, her around in a very exhibitionist way, and then people are like, he's being abusive, and he's like forcing her to do this, which he probably is.
I mean, it's potentially that to an extent, but I also like went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's a rabbit hole. There have been people arguing. It's like, well, maybe she just wanted to.
I feel like it's maybe kind of a mutual kind of thing where like maybe Kanye's taking the lead. But like I have seen pictures of her like dressed in public without Kanye, and she's wearing like pretty revealing clothes, like not complete. Like she was basically wearing nothing. It was completely see-through.
From what I saw, it was like basically nothing. I mean, I couldn't tell there was any clothes.
No,
but I don't know.
Literally, the only thing you could tell is like where the seam of the dress ended.
Okay, I mean, honestly, like, I feel like I don't know, he's like a porn addict freak. Because that's what he said before. He's like, bro, I love watching porn all the time.
Yeah, he's just a gooner.
Yes! And then, did you ever see him say, like, I'm making Yeezy porn?
I did not see that.
Well, I mean, obviously nothing came of that. But I think throughout the years, I've, like, looked into this a bit. He's like, yeah, I'm just, like, obsessed with, like, big butt. I mean, it's said in its lyrics, and he's just like, I'm obsessed with this.
It is
to a degree that's a little bit abnormal.
It is really weird that he's got this, like, Christian side, and then this, like...
yeah, bro.
This hound dog.
Bro, honestly, I feel like... When I was reading stuff online, people were like, people who've known Bianca Censori are like, this is very abnormal for her. This isn't this... There's something here. That's what they were saying.
Interesting.
And, like, I don't know. I just feel like he just wants to be a freak in public and, like, make his wife a bimbo.
Yeah, he's kind
of... I mean, that was also his Kim Kardashian vibe.
Yeah, he kind of has this, like, trend of making his wife or partner, like, an object.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's so... naked with Bianca Censori.
Yeah,
to the point where it's just like, whoa, dude, like, why?
Yeah, I think he's just freakish in the brain, probably. Honestly.
But like, shout out to Bianca, like, free the nipple, but like, also it's
that's
just,
what
like,
people were saying. They were just like, well, what if she just wants to be naked in public, and it's like, what if that's just fine, because free the nipple or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But the vibe I'm getting is that it's not like that.
Kanye has a
history
of being strange.
Yeah, it just feels like he's like, I want you to be naked. Do this.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I don't know. It seems weird.
Yeah, I feel like it could be a combination of both, but she could be being manipulated by Kanye. And yeah, she just seems kind of like... She's just like... You
never hear anything from her.
No.
You never hear her say anything. You never hear her making a public statement.
No.
You never...
I had no idea who she was until Kanye, like, swooped in. But
I don't even know if she was, like, a celebrity. I don't think she was. She was like an architect or something.
When I was, like, looking stuff up, I was like, Bianca Censori. And then, Uncut Gems was coming up, so maybe she was in that.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I saw that movie. I don't remember. But one thing I was thinking, I was like, Bianca Censori, censored.
It's kind of a crazy name.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, weird. But
Censori.
Yeah, there was like, oh, did Kanye and Bianca get kicked out of the Grammys? And apparently no. They just like showed up and then left. It was just for the red carpet.
Alright, whatever.
Who cares?
Alright, so appear naked? Alright, leave.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Kanye sucks.
Some sort of stunt.
Kanye is...
Yeah,
fell from grace.
It's... I've seen arguments that are like, he never fell from grace. He was always like this. I don't know.
His music certainly has fallen from grace.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I kind of... There are things about him where I sympathize and I'm like, you know what if you just went insane? I don't know if you're necessarily bad. I mean, I can't really know. It's impossible for me to know, but I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe free Bianca.
Probably.
Free Bianca.
Yeah.
From Kanye's grip.
But he's just an insane person at this point. It's too bad.
Yeah.
But then, like, when he talks, he's like, well, I'm only insane because, like, I'm saying the truth and everyone else around me is making me insane. And I'm like, everyone else around you probably is making you insane. I don't know. There's some fucked up people in Hollywood.
True.
Like, but the whole saga where his dentist...
Dude, his dentist is crazy.
Was I going off about that with you?
You might have been, because, like, didn't...
And then, like, where he got addicted to, like, the nitrous?
Yeah, nitrous.
I don't know, like, I don't... The thing is, it's, like, it's so shady. Mm-hmm. Everything that goes on, you just hear snippets. And then, like, every snippet I get, I'm like, what do I make of this snippet? I know there's, like, more context going on that I just don't know.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, this whole thing is just really weird. I don't even know.
It's just really weird. I can't make heads or tails of it. Like, I was never, like, a big Kanye stan. But I was like, okay, like, some of his music was, like, good, and I listened to it a lot. Like, the Kids See Ghosts mm-hmm. or whatever. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is sick. And then that whole, like, 2018 arc of Kanye, I was like, well, this is kind of cool, where he was, like, releasing, like, 7-song albums or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
I was like, whoa, this is cool. But I was never, like, a stan, like, some of these people where they're just, like, ride or die. And then I don't really give a fuck about, like, Yeezy as, like, a company. It's just, like, whatever. He is, like, making clothes that are, like, $20, which is kind of cool, but I don't know what the, like, humanitarian results of that are. Like, is it Temu Yeezy?
Probably.
But yeah, he's just kind of like an insane. And then he had the Alex Jones era where he went.
I mean, there's so many different controversies. There's so many.
Yeah, wasn't he like pro-Israel with this whole Palestine thing, but was talking shit on Netanyahu during the Alex Jones thing?
I don't even know.
To be honest, I remember hearing something like that.
He contradicts himself. He doesn't make sense. He like makes a wild statement and then like backtracks it. Like I really have no idea. Yeah, I think he's just a little bit crazy.
I think he is,
or maybe a lot crazy.
I think he's very crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy,
but.
Fuck.
Earlier in his career, he was seen as a sort of forward-looking figure.
Yeah.
And, like, he had this... was popularly seen as a sort of, like, prophet. A prophet exposing things and standing up for truth. Can I have a towel again?
Oh, yeah.
And then, I don't know. Lost the plot?
Yeah, he lost the plot. I don't really give a fuck.
But people get targeted in Hollywood and shit. I don't know. Stuff happens, but again, it's like, we don't really know.
Yeah, honestly, I also don't really give a fuck. These people are rich.
Yeah, he's fine.
I don't care. Anybody who's rich, I just, like, actually don't care about your problems.
Honestly, it comes down to that. It's like, this doesn't really matter.
I actually could care less.
Yeah.
One thing that was funny, I watched the Kai Cenat, like, meeting Kanye.
You did?
And that was really funny, because Kai Cenat is just funny. He's just, like, so tweaked out and crazy. So shout out to Kai Cenat.
Did he have a lot of insightful commentary?
Nope.
Or was he just there, just being loud?
Just being there, being loud.
Loud is funny.
I don't want him to have any type of, like, deep philosophical kind of, like, whoa, I just met, like, one of my heroes. He was just like, yo, they pulled up in the chrome Maybachs.
That's crazy.
He's like, damn, there's 3 chrome Maybachs.
That's the content we need. No one else, just like
literally
stuff.
It was like a 3-minute a 3-minute and 50-second long clip of him, like, seeing the chrome Maybachs and talking to a security
this towel
guard.
came. It was just right there.
Yeah, bro, I keep them underneath the bed, locked and loaded.
That's good.
But yeah, it was him talking to the bodyguards of, like, Kanye or something, or the bodyguards of, like, just the general Grammys.
Yeah, the people.
And he was talking to the bodyguard. I was like, I don't really give a fuck. And he was just, like, so hyped to meet Kanye. And then he, like, gave him a handshake and was just so starstruck by the 3 chrome Maybachs.
Quite a sight.
Yeah, it was honestly quite a sight.
No, we need people like him because, like I was saying, like, he has so much energy. Like, he, like, reacts on behalf of me. Like, yeah. I can't bring that energy, so I need people. There needs to be people like him who can bring that.
That has me thinking about something. We were talking about David Lynch the last podcast episode.
Yeah, we did.
We're talking about Blue Velvet and that one scene with I'm forgetting all the names. That one weird scene where God, what was the, like, dancer singer's name?
There's no way I'm gonna remember.
I'm not gonna remember either. Anyway, she just, like, pops up after, like, they get chased by the, like, boyfriend, the high school boyfriend.
Yes.
And how it's, like, really awkward and you feel, like, really embarrassed because none of the characters in the scene feel embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings me to Kai Cenat because he's so stoked that, like, he is stoked for you and he's excited for you.
Dude, honestly, yeah.
He's kind of a Lynchian figure.
He reacts for you. Yeah,
his stream setup is, like, really open and flat, and he's just kind of, like, meandering through it, and there are things that are, like, kind of off, like his chair that he sits in, there's, like, blue tape, and there's, like, foam sticking out, but also he's just, like, so stoked. And there's, like, the chat that's happening, and he's just, like, not talking to anyone, but talking to millions of people at the same time. Mm-hmm. And he's just, like, he's a Lynchian figure. He's kind of, like, I feel like he would have gotten casted in, like, a David Lynch movie. Hot take.
Maybe there'll be a Lynch of, like, you know, this next era, and then he'll be in it.
Bro. Who knows? Can't predict the future. I ain't got a crystal ball.
No. But you can assess vibes.
Mm-hmm. And Kai Cenat has the vibes.
That's for sure.
5 booms.
Costco guys. I feel like they're maybe more so Lynchian figures.
I think they're pretty Lynchian.
Yeah. I like the Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
Yeah.
I like the Rizzler, too.
I like him a lot. He's cool.
No affiliation to the family. He just got, like...
Nah. He just got, like, swept up.
Yeah. Dude, I love Costco pizza.
I like Costco pizza as well.
It's so good.
It's very grease.
It's so greasy.
But it's $1.99.
Yeah, they have inflation. Biden inflation has not affected the prices of Costco pizza.
Mm-hmm, yeah, they're very resolute on not changing the prices.
Yeah, the hot dog $1.50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anything else happen?
Taylor Swift came home with nothing.
Damn.
Taylor Swift got nothing, which was a big deal because for the past, like, 4 years, she has won, like, best album of the year or something, or came home with something. She got nothing, which is kind of a big deal because, like, the Grammys were kind of like a shill for Taylor Swift.
I'll say one thing. Taylor Swift. I was listening to, like, this podcast.
Okay.
It was from, like, these people who, like, go into deep dives on history, and, like, they seem very knowledgeable. Like, they have this giant podcast series on, like, the history of Palestine that goes into super depth and that conflict, all of that. And I was like, you guys are knowledgeable. But then they made a podcast about Taylor Swift. And, like, nice. One of the dudes in the podcast is like, okay, guys, so I actually really like Taylor Swift for X, Y, and Z reasons, and she's actually really deep. So I was like, yo, let me listen to that. I never thought I would ever listen to Taylor Swift, but this guy's making the case. So I might become a bit of a Swiftie.
Yo, honestly, shout out to Taylor Swift. Like, I do fuck with her first album. Tim McGraw.
That's a song?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a country guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. There might be more to Taylor Swift than we know.
No, there is.
There's depth. I mean, people
depth.
Religiously are involved with her stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe there is something there.
Oh, nice. We're still recording.
Hell yeah. Cool.
I don't know how long we've been recording for, but anyways, yes, Taylor Swift does have depth. Her first album, her debut, really good. I think she was like 16. Wrote like most of the songs when she was like, you know, kind of like turning age, coming of age. I've only really listened to that album. Folklore was apparently pretty good.
That's what they say.
Haven't really tapped in.
People are like, guys, okay, I get it's Taylor Swift, but this is actually good.
No,
that's what some people say.
Dude, you know what's so crazy is that like Taylor Swift has like caused earthquakes with like her performances.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's at like this level. She's almost like a god.
She is. Idolatry.
Yeah, I mean these people are kind of like gods.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first realized that, I was watching a concert of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
When there's a bunch of people in the audience and there's an empty stage, and then like the curtains like go away and he's just standing there.
Yeah.
And he's like posed up.
Mm-hmm.
And people are literally fainting just by his presence. They're just like, oh. And I'm like, hold on, this is a god.
Yeah. Yeah.
He literally makes people faint by his presence. And he doesn't even feel human. He's like so like every movement is so perfected and practiced. And like he was primed since he was a child to become like the ultimate performer. I mean, Taylor Swift kind of was as well.
True.
It's like they transcend being human.
Well, at the
you know Grammys, what I mean?
Quincy Jones, the producer of a lot of Michael Jackson's hits, passed away in 2024. So they did an homage to Quincy Jones to close off the show. I think it was to close it off. And I think it was Janelle Monáe did a song by Michael Jackson. And she had a shirt that said, I heart QJ, Quincy Jones. But yeah, Michael Jackson was... I don't remember where I was when...
He died?
No, when the towers fell.
Oh, yeah.
But I do remember when...
Same, bro. Same, bro. And, like, I don't even, like, remember listening to Michael Jackson, really. I remember exactly where I was.
I remember
Where
Thriller.
were you? Where were you?
My house in California watching the TV. Be like, damn. R.I.P. And I just remember watching people cry on the camera, like on the news, being like Michael. People were. It was a complete like.
He died like under strange circumstances.
He did. His doctor.
There was also. That'd be something to dive into.
Michael.
Yeah. Well, I was at a summer camp called Camp Dartlow.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, every day, you would line up, and they had this whole like flag ceremony. It was like very American. They like take down the flag, and then they fold it up. Why was it like the military? They like fold it up, and like as camp people, like at some point it was like, okay, you got to be involved in the taking down flag ceremony. Like I did it before, and you had to fold it in a very certain way. Anyways, I was at like the flag thing, and some kid behind me was just like, bro. I don't know if he said bro, but he was like, Michael Jackson died. And I was like, oh, damn.
Fuck. R.I.P. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Like, I've never watched a documentary about Epstein. Haven't watched anything about Diddy. Haven't watched anything about Michael. Anything about, like, pedophilia.
I just don't go into it. I just don't
I just can't.
I don't know. I just don't. But I've always felt like he wasn't a pedophile.
That's your stance?
I don't have evidence, but I just feel like he wasn't. And I see a lot of other people saying, like, he's not.
Dude, I don't know. I just... Having a... God, I don't know. Like,
I just don't feel like he was.
People have been like, oh, he was castrated. He just, like, felt like a kid, so he was just, like, hanging out with people he felt, like, aligned with, which were children.
I do kind of believe that he was castrated.
That's, like, the theory where he's just, like, castrated. I don't know, dude.
I heard people say, like,
even if he didn't, like, do anything really, like, overtly sexual with these children, it's still wrong.
Yeah, he was, like, hanging out with them.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. But what if he didn't?
He had an amusement park in his backyard.
Yeah, what was his house called? There was, like, a name. Wonderland?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's pretty incriminating evidence, in my opinion.
Okay.
You think he's going on a roller coaster in his backyard by himself?
I don't even know. I guess maybe not. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's the music industry. It's Hollywood.
Speaking of pedophile allegations, let's move on to Kendrick Lamar and all that. He won an award for his diss track against Drake, in which he called Drake pedophile.
What a great transition, because he won 5 nominations. Everything that he was nominated for, I think, he won.
Didn't he win 3 Grammys?
He won 5.
No way.
He won 5 Grammys.
All right.
Music video, record of the year, song of the year, and then 2 others I don't remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us.
Just for Not Like Us?
Yeah, no, literally just for that song.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
So having that happen, and then also having, Jay-Z being there.
Why is pedophilia such a prominent topic?
And then Kendrick called out Jay-Z on one of his awards. He was like, "Yo, Jay, you like that?"
That didn't happen. Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Wait, live?
Yeah.
That's
Jay-Z was clapping, and then Kendrick was like, "Yo, Jay."
There's no. I gotta see that. That's nuts.
I swear, dude. I'll show you.
That's nuts.
And then, yeah, dude, it was kind of crazy, especially with the allegations against Jay, and then him clapping.
I saw the clip of him clapping.
Yeah. And it is kind of crazy the fact that Kendrick won all of these Emmys for a diss track against Drake, who has won a lot of Grammys and has been this big artist,
mainstay of the Grammys, one of their favorites.
Yeah. And then I was on Instagram earlier before he came over, and I saw someone post a clip of Drake rapping in the studio. And they comment, or what they captioned was Kendrick is washed.
It's over for him.
But I feel like Kendrick won the beef.
There is no denying that.
There's no denying it, even if you're a Drake fan.
The beef. I mean, when it was happening, I was like, "Hold on, guys, Drake's gonna come out with some fire." And as someone who was like, "Hold on, guys." I like some Drake songs.
Yeah.
I like a lot. He's a pop artist. He can be cringe sometimes. The pedo allegations do not look good for him. But yeah, even though I was like, hold on guys, he's gonna come through. As someone who defended him throughout it a bit, he didn't come through.
No, he didn't come through. But if he's in the studio now,
come through. Yeah.
Honestly, I will be the first to say that there are some undeniable Drake songs. I really hope it doesn't turn into an R. Kelly situation, because there was a moment in time where I really loved R. Kelly.
R. Kelly has some great songs.
I can't listen to him anymore.
Yeah.
I genuinely can't. And it's unfortunate because for 1 year for my birthday, I asked my parents for an R. Kelly CD.
Really?
And I got it. And that's another thing. Like, R. Kelly, like, he did
2 albums with Jay-Z.
No way, did he?
Yes. They were good. They were good friends, bro.
Bro, another incriminating connection between Jay.
There's a lot of them. There's more than just that.
Then that makes it even more crazy that Jay was, like, standing up clapping for a Kendrick song.
Yeah.
That is trashing Drake for being a fucking pedo.
Well, do you know Aaliyah?
Aaliyah, yeah. Didn't she pass away?
She died very young in, like, a plane crash, and, like, R. Kelly was with her while she was underage.
Mm.
And then... I don't know the lore. And then, like, Jay-Z may or may not have gotten with her as well. I don't know. There's all this passing around, and then, like, they're underage, and then... But I don't know. Jay-Z made 2 albums with him. And toured with him. And then after, like, he got outed, he was like, I don't really know R. Kelly.
That's crazy. That's actually
and then that's
crazy.
what he's doing. He's like, I don't know,
did he?
I mean, he was a business associate, you know, but
yeah,
it's like, okay, bro.
Jay, what are you doing?
I mean, I don't know. From the beginning, he's kind of been, but that's the whole thing. It's like the whole attitude of, like, especially like rap during the 90s is like, okay, you make money however you can. You deal drugs, it doesn't matter. And then, like, there's this persona of, like, I'm an awesome drug dealer. And I don't care, because I make money even though I'm selling crack.
That reminds me,
And so it's like, okay, yeah, I did wrong things, but I don't care.
That reminds me, I listened to a NymphEd alumni podcast episode where they're talking about the 90s, and they had this guy from, like, the New Yorker who was, like, has been talking about music since the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I was expecting the podcast episode to be more so about, like, the grunge era, but he came from it, like, he was listening to, like, all of, like, the rap artists of the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 90s, like, the rap artists were, like, searching for success. Like, they didn't care about selling out or anything. They just, like...
Yeah, exactly.
The
whole point is you sell it as soon as you can.
Yeah, and then all of the rock artists, like Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, like, never wanted to sell out, and because they got so famous, like, Kurt Cobain killed himself or whatever, like...
They had a cult of authenticity.
Yeah, and I find that, like, a very interesting, like...
Yeah.
split between the two, like, big genres of the 90s.
Well, I think, like a lot of rap earlier was more socially conscious and had, like, more of, like, let's deliver a political message.
Yeah.
Before then, the rise of, like, gangster rap, which a lot of it got funded by, like, record labels. They're like, all right, we're gonna pick up this person.
Yeah.
And this glorifies, I don't know, making money. And then again, it's important to note, like, white record labels, they're like, okay, we can profit off of this.
Yeah.
So then the whole ethos, it promotes a very capitalistic idea.
Yeah.
And then Jay kind of, like, was the fucking embodiment of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know, and you can contrast that with someone who kind of retained social consciousness, I think, like Nas.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to deliver, like, a message, like, that had political implications. Yeah. And then they beefed.
Oh, they beefed?
They had a huge beef.
I didn't know that. I don't know shit about 90s rap. It's not like... I'm not particularly drawn to 90s rap or that kind of, like, lyrical miracle kind of music making. Mm-hmm. I have, like, respect for it, but I just, like, don't really... It's just not my cup of tea.
I mean, I like that, but then I'll listen to the Jay-Z songs that are just about making a bunch of money and dominating the world, and I'm like, yep, this is awesome.
Even that doesn't really do it for me. Like, that specific kind of, like, rap music, I just, like, it's just not specifically for me, but... Like, I for a period of time, I was really into Wu-Tang and, like, Old Dirty Bastard, but, like, that wasn't even... That was just, like, it was like meme rap before meme rap in a way, where it was just like they were just obsessed with like kung fu and like
I know, it's funny.
It's like awesome. It's like, but there was also this kind of like,
but there was a devotion to like we're devoted to the art of like combining words in an intriguing way and like this craft.
Yeah, cream get the money, dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, there's also that.
But it was also like the craft of the structure of the song. I don't know. Like, shout out to Wu-Tang, shout out to Old Dirty. But that I just never really like got into that kind of music because I was just in my like upcoming days. It was all cloud rap, like Young Lean and Blade,
who have a substantial audience these days.
And then like Future and like trap.
Yeah.
Chief Keef, Young Thug. Like, that was the kind of rap that I like, that I fuck with. But also it has that kind of like hyper-capitalistic, like make money, sell drugs.
That's the thing, it's like, it's awesome. It's like, oh, like, it's so awesome that you were able to make a career for yourself out of horrible circumstances.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, yeah, it like glorifies just, you know, things that come at the expense of others.
Yeah, that was kind of like a point of debate for a while where people were talking about drill rap, especially in like impoverished communities like South Chicago, where they're like, people are literally gloating about murders and then making songs.
Yeah.
But like, it kind of was like, Chief Keef was kind of a trailblazer in a way where like, you make rap and you get out of South Chicago.
Yeah. But then you just leave everyone else behind.
Yeah.
So it's great that he was able to make his career for himself, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Where is Chief Keef at the Grammys? Like,
he made a good album.
He made many good albums. And also,
or like this year. But yeah.
Oh yeah, what was it? Almighty So too?
Yeah, he was getting religious on it, and I was vibing with it.
Yo, Chief Keef has completely changed the rap game. Like drill, like
he's a genius.
He's a genius. Oh, bro, have you ever listened to Speaker Knockers? Oh, dude, you would fuck with Speaker Knockers. It's the Speaker Knockers.
I'll check him out.
Bro, you gotta check out Speaker Knockers. He died very young, but the mark he left was...
the mark he left.
Yeah, or the mark... I don't know. Mark he made?
Whatever.
Whatever the fuck.
I don't know. Just like seeing... Like when they were playing the song, Not Like Us, and then just like all those people, they were like, A minor.
A minor.
And then it was just like... It just felt weird, because it was like...
It felt weird, too.
Some of you people were at Diddy parties.
Yeah, like, I wonder if Jay-Z was like, A minor.
I don't know. It was just like... This is weird. I don't know. What's going on?
Like, low-key, it makes me believe in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Even though people are like, no, the Illuminati's like a fake, like, psyop. Like, it's not actually real.
But, like, it gets at something real.
Yeah.
Like, is there a group literally called the Illuminati in which people get initiated? I mean, I don't think so, but, like, is there a group of powerful individuals at time doing pedophilia? Seems like that is the case. So, I mean, it's... Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like... Ultimately, we can't really know what's going on.
And I don't think we'll ever know.
We're just getting snippets that we, at best, can speculate on.
I feel like we'll continue to get snippets. There's going to be, like, some kind of, like, civil war, and maybe, like, a World War III, and then after the world ends, then, like, we'll find out something. Like, I feel like we'll find out something maybe after, like, 20 years. And then at that point, maybe. We'll be, like, waking up from, like...
At that point, we'll just be involved in some other shit.
We'll be waking up from the test tubes, and, like, the Matrix.
It's already like, too far gone.
And then there will be, like, robot spiders, like, doing crazy shit.
The Matrix is awesome.
The Matrix is awesome. I've only watched the first one, like, multiple times, but
I don't think I've seen any of the other ones.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them, but...
Everyone says the first one's the best, but it is really awesome.
Yeah. That's what people say about The Godfather 2, and I've, like, only seen the first one.
Okay, Godfather 2 is fire.
Godfather 2 is awesome?
I mean, people are, like, Godfather's boring, which I can understand. But if you're someone like me,
yeah,
you're like, this is awesome.
I watched The Godfather, the first one, and I was like, this is awesome. But then I heard the second one and the third one were not as good, so I'm like, well, I'm just not going to watch them.
The second one's at least as... People say the second one's as good, if not better. I mean, third came, like, decades after, so it's kind of different.
You know what a weird tidbit that I heard? So Technicolor was like a form of like filmmaking. I don't know if it was the second or third Godfather, but that was the last Technicolor film ever made.
Really?
Yeah. I think it might have been the third.
Is Technicolor where they add in color post?
I think so. But I could be wrong. I don't know shit.
Mm.
But Technicolor was like...
crazy, yeah.
I think it was popularized by like Wizard of Oz.
Yes, yeah, I think... Because that was the first color film.
I think that's actually not true. I think there was a different movie that was like the first color movie.
Okay.
But I think the Wizard of Oz popularized colored movies.
It was like the first blockbuster of colored movies.
Wait, actually, I think Wizard of Oz was a box office flop.
Was it?
I think so. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I could be spreading misinformation.
Whatever.
Well, okay, here's another thing that I think we need to talk about eventually.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet. The Oscars.
Oscars is for movies?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Grammys is for music. Oh, this is another thing that I was thinking. Okay, one other tidbit. Will Smith was there, did not punch anyone.
Slap.
No, I thought he... Oh, yeah, he slapped. He slapped Chris... I was going to say Chris Brown. Chris Rock. Yeah, Will Smith was there, didn't slap anyone.
That was crazy.
Jaden Smith had a castle hat on. We didn't really get into any of the fashion statements, but I thought that one was funny. Well, we talked about Bianca Censori. I think that was it that I had. But yeah.
Jaden Smith.
The Oscars, dude. We're going to have to talk about the Oscars when that happens.
When is that?
That's
March
probably
2nd.
Soon. March 2nd.
It's like a month.
Did I not write this down?
What?
I guess I didn't. The firefighters presented album of the year. It was like...
Who are the firefighters?
The LA firefighters that like fought off the fire in California.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
They were the ones that presented the album of the year, and then some of the performances were like LA based or like LA inspired. And I thought that was like a weird... People were like, whoa, this is like so cool that the like LA firefighters are like presenting the album of the year. And, like, being from LA, like, growing up there for 20 years, that just felt, like, so weird to me.
It seems kind of strange.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, all the fires now are apparently contained. Thank fucking God. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, and then they raised, like, $7 million for the fires and, like, rebuilding.
That's it?
Yeah, right?
Because wasn't it like tens of billions of dollars worth of like stuff was destroyed?
Probably, yeah.
Because it was like, okay.
Billions of dollars, yeah, were damaged. And then there was like mudslides and just like all of this shit. Mm-hmm. And like, isn't Jay-Z a billionaire?
Yeah.
Like, can't you contribute like $10 more million, maybe?
That's what he'll do sometimes. He'll like do like a little thing like, I'm giving back. Mm-hmm. And, like, when, like, if a rapper's in jail, he's like, I'll pay for you get the best lawyer. And so, like, portray myself as a good person. Mm-hmm. Probably, like, the same thing as, like, when billionaires, like, do, like, a charity thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, you wonder, like, why'd you really set up this charity?
Yeah, it just felt, like, kind of performative in, like, a really...
That's the difficulty.
Disingenuine way.
It's Hollywood, bro.
It is Hollywood. It's all for show.
It's all performative, you know? Yeah. So then it... And even, like, extending beyond Hollywood, just, like, political stuff is just performative, and then you're like, okay, what's really happening?
Yeah, it just felt fake, and, like...
You just get that sense. You're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Yeah, like, all these firefighters, like, I'm not gonna stand, but they're just, like... They're standing, they're like this, like, you know, with their, like, hands behind their back, they're, like... in their firefighter uniforms. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, this feels like... And there was, like, dozens of them. I'm like, what is this, actually?
And then it's like, you get the sense you're supposed to be like, yeah, that's awesome.
And it's just, like, all of these rich, like, celebrities being like, whoa, so, yeah, thank you.
And then you're like, why am I expected to be so psyched for this?
Yeah, there are people who, like, have lost their homes that are probably not watching the Grammys and are probably going to be completely fucked by the system.
Mm-hmm.
And people are supposed to cheer for all of these celebrities being like, oh, yeah, we raised $7 million when there's, like, tens of billions of damage. And probably all of it's going to go to the Palisades, which are, like, some of the richest properties in all of California.
Yeah.
And none of it's going to go to, like, the working class neighborhoods of Altadena. And it's just, like...
It's just fake.
That shit just kind of pissed me off. Like, shout out to the firefighters who, like, fought the fires in California, but, like, fuck the celebrities that were trying to be, like, performative.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my rant. I forgot another thing. Charlie XCX, cool. That's what I wrote. Shout out to Charlie XCX. She ran.
What did she? Did she win stuff? She
did. She won 3 Grammys. Best dance pop album. Best record package type. I think it was like for like
record package. What is that?
I maybe have it like
it was
wrong, but like the vinyl packaging, or like the like aesthetic surrounding it.
Definitely most distinctive, memorable aesthetic, undeniably.
And then she won best like dance pop song or something like that for Von Dutch.
That has been cool seeing her being like more of a, I mean, not a mainstream artist, and then she just with this record just.
What's crazy is she
emerged.
was like a or she tried to be like a really mainstream artist, and then she met Sophie. And then Sophie, like, made her to be, like, this, like, weird hyper pop.
Because there's, like, one,
outlier.
Like, pop song, like, released a long time ago in which she's on.
I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. That's Charlie XCX.
Which is crazy. And then, like, her career turns in which she does the more avant-garde stuff. And then it comes back full circle, like, 10 years later.
Yeah. So,
That's cool.
I kind of wish Charlie XCX won Best Album or Album of the Year, but
honestly, seems kind of deserved. But
also shout out to Beyonce because she had gotten snubbed so many years in a row. So like whatever, like shout out to Beyonce as well. But I feel like Charlie XCX did have the Album of the Year.
Kind of seems like how can you even say she didn't?
Along with Taylor Swift getting nothing, Billie Eilish got nothing. And Billie Eilish had a pretty good rollout this year. Apparently, like her stuff got like really popular, like "Birds of a Feather." Birds of a feather.
Yeah, I've heard that song.
Yeah, so I kind of wish Billie Eilish got something, but Saint Vincent got a lot of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I've never even listened to her, but she seems cool.
I've listened to like some of her stuff like back in like the 2010s, but I haven't really like kept up with her. Chapel Roan. Shouted out best upcoming artist or like new artist. Yeah. Shouted out workers' rights. Cool.
Okay.
Very cool. Shout out to Chapel Roan. And yeah, I fuck with that. Great. So I don't know. That's the Grammys.
Teddy Swims.
Teddy Swims. Dude.
I mean, he was the center of it all.
Yeah.
For me, incredible artist.
He should have gotten...
Benson Boone?
Monroe, Washington represent, dude. Benson Boone.
I don't know where even Monroe is, but it's probably somewhere around Seattle.
I think it's around here. I think it's actually pretty close by. I think it's like...
Did his TikTok song win anything?
No, I don't think he won anything.
He just performed?
Yeah, he performed, I think. But he's Mormon. Benson Boone, Mormon. He's dating some influencer. Wow. Teddy Swims announced on the red carpet that he's having a baby with his wife.
That's so beautiful.
Benson Boone, Mormon, signed with fucking... What's the...
Imagine
whatever
Dragons
his
guy. Fucking name is. I mean...
I hope Benson Boone has like a Mormon truther arc. And there's like a falling out between him and his record label, Dan, whatever his name is.
But is the Imagine Dragons guy really hardcore Mormon?
No, he's like he's former Mormon. He's not Mormon anymore.
The Mormon Church, listen, this is a powerful institution.
Benson Boone. Okay, I found out. So Benson Boone.
They're not going to let that happen.
Started on American Idol, but quit.
Okay.
And then he somehow like had some kind of rise. But I was listening to the song. I was listening to their top songs. I was listening to like "Beautiful Things" by Benson Boone.
Yeah.
And then Teddy Swims' "The Door."
The Door.
God, they are so bad. They are really, really bad.
You're behind the times, man.
This
is good stuff.
Probably
this is good.
right. I'm too jaded.
No, I don't think I am right. It's probably bad.
It's so bad, dude.
It just became TikTok famous for some reason.
Why though? Because like
I don't know.
I feel like majority of people on TikTok are like Zoomers, and like this is so Imagine Dragons core. Like, why are they fucking with Benson Boone? And like, I don't know. So maybe there's a
What's going on there?
There's a silent majority of like Zoomer Trump voters that fuck with Benson Boone.
But is Imagine Dragons Trump voter music?
Low-key.
Low-key. Yes, I'd agree.
Yeah, low-key.
But it's like, I don't even know who's listening to Imagine Dragons. Like, it's just a gap in my knowledge. I hear that and I'm like, who is actually
And it's crazy because they have like
this?
probably like 1 billion listens on like Spotify.
Bro, they're faking their streams.
They could.
I don't know.
Last thing I have, Kai Cenat must host next Grammys.
Who hosted it this time?
Trevor Noah.
Oh, okay.
And he's hosted it for like the past 4 years.
It's time for Kai.
Yeah, dude.
We
Trevor
gotta get
Noah
someone new
like
in
is
there.
kind of just like wet, like a wet towel.
He's just like a guy. He's like, all right, yeah, he's good enough.
Yeah, he's like
I
an
don't know.
attractive guy with like an accent. He's from like South Africa, and he used to host the Daily Show, so he's got like this kind of like
He's got the candor. He's trained at doing this media stuff.
Yeah, but Kai Cenat also is like
Kai Cenat is the new era. Let's
the
face
new
it.
era.
Let's face it, okay?
Okay.
We're in a new era.
So I vote for Kai Cenat next year. Whether that'll happen, I doubt it. But I have a feeling within the next, let's say, decade, because he's 23 now.
He's got a long road ahead.
I think in the next decade he's going to be hosting some big things.
That would just make perfect sense. I mean,
Yeah.
no one's watching these talk shows, okay? They're watching the streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Kai Cenat's going to be hosting the Grammys
The
within the
future
next 10
of
years.
America.
Yeah.
Our glorious future that lies ahead.
So glorious. I'm so happy.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Well, do you have any closing statements about the Grammys?
Nah, I just have to pee.
I have to pee too.
Do you?
Yeah.
How long have we gone?
Let's find out. Oh, longer this time. 1 hour 23.
All right, that's enough.
That's enough.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh my God!